Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be the narcissist sees you as an opportunity. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please subscribe. So I'll jump right into it. What is an opportunity? An opportunity is something that people seize, they take advantage of when one is presented and it is a favorable situation. Example, you're working and the person you're working with offers you a promotion or a pay raise. That's an opportunity to increase your salary. What do you do there? You accept the pay raise. Very simple example of an opportunity. Now, using that analogy with a narcissist or a narcissistic relationship, they look at you as an opportunity. They're looking at you as somebody who, first of all, is naive. Second of all, is uneducated on the narcissistic abusive cycle. Perhaps third of all, you have been through it before, but you never learned the lesson. In other words, you have met challenging relationships throughout your history, throughout life. And each and every one of these relationships, and I've never addressed this before, but these relationships could have been in family setting, romantic, or friendships. But these people, they always seem to take advantage of you and you can't quite figure it out. I'll tell you why. Because you did not understand the message. You didn't get it yet. You're getting it now on my channel. You're becoming awakened and aware, educated and empowered. And what the message is for those of you that it resonates with, it's that perhaps or most likely you don't have boundaries, or you are a people pleaser and you can't say no. In other words, you're an empath, but you're an uneducated empath. It's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. But the point is, you want to become an educated empath. I created that video a few months ago. Please check it out. What it means is, if you are an empath, and this video is not exclusively about empathy, but if you are, and you've gone through the narcissistic abusive cycle, or at least experienced challenging and or toxic relationships, you now need to get the wisdom. You need to understand that not everybody thinks the way you think. Not everyone wants your best interest at heart. And many people will take from you if the opportunity is presented. Get the message. So what I'm sharing there is, you need to learn to have boundaries. You need to learn to not be guilted into giving away your time, your money, your love, your energy, your resources, everything. You need to learn to say no and not look back. In other words, you need to put yourself first and foremost. On the channel, frequently I mention that you come first, second, and third. And believe me when I tell you, that is completely true, specifically post-narcissistic relationship, because when you were in the relationship with the narcissist, throughout that whole body, the length of the relationship, you were working for the narcissist. You were working for the relationship. You were trying to fill a bottomless pit. You were trying to plug holes in a boat that was capsizing. You were working and headed in one direction, and the other individual was trying to make sure you did not accomplish your goals. They did not want you to get to where you were headed. And they tried to disrupt your energy. They tried to take away from your accomplishments. They tried to have you not believe in yourself. They wanted to diminish you and demean you. And they wanted to keep you trapped in that zombie-like, trance-like state, the narcissistic fog, where you're being devalued and you don't know your worth, and your empathy is being weaponized against you. Now, that is a whole lot to unpack for the first 3 minutes of a video. I could do a whole series on most of that, but the point being is this. The narcissist saw you as an opportunity, and they still see other individuals as opportunities. If they are hoovering you or have hoovered you in the past, again, what they're saying to themselves is, wow, my cup, that is the narcissist cup, is getting really low on supply or resources. I need to tap into somebody who has what I don't have, which in this case was and or is you, and I need to try and extract more resources from them. Many times it's money, I'll tell you right now. Many times it's money for alleged gifts or trips, or they can't pay the narcissist can't pay the water bill, or they need a new phone, or they're buying something for the person who's loaning them the money, only to never have it repaid back. They do this because they know they can do it, and they knew it. The narcissist also does this because you are probably not an educated empath yet. My hope is you're getting the wisdom on my channel and you're putting up boundaries when you can. In time, in your time, you will do this. But the days of being a punching bag, the days of being an ATM, the days of being a verbal sounding board, the days of being present for an individual and waiting for them to change are long over. The shift on the planet, the energy direction of the trajectory of the planet is shifting. Believe it or not, it's going in a positive way, whether you know it or not. I can assure you it is. You may not see it, but it is happening all underneath the surface. And I will tell you another thing, the collective mindset is really becoming awakened and aware, and positivity and empathy are shining through. No longer are many individuals believing in the false narrative of the negativity rhetoric on the planet, but they're also not buying the narcissist. They're not believing in the mask any longer. Like I'm telling you, believe me when I tell you, and I told you this would happen almost 2 years ago, that there would be an energy shift. It's present, it's happening right now. You may not see it around you, and the reason why you may not see it is perhaps because you are still consuming mainstream media, put it that way. Start getting out of the box, go for walks, get out in nature, focus on what's important. It's not the latest sitcom or the latest movie or the nonsense the news portrays. It's reality. It's where you're living. It's your energy. It's what you're doing. It's how you're contributing back to this planet. That was a tangent. Just want to let you know things are shifting in a positive way, I can promise you. Having said all those things, the narcissist sees you as an opportunity because maybe they looked at your bank account one day and saw that you had a bunch of zeros in it. In other words, you're wealthy, you have a lot of money. Well, what does the narcissist love more than their money? That's right, your money. So they will claim that perhaps they don't want to work, or they believe that they're entitled to your money just because you have more than them. Because remember, the narcissist is a master manipulator. They will play all the mind tricks to get you to give them the money. They will love bomb you. They will fake that they're injured or that they need money for A, B, and C, when in fact none of that's the truth. They're just slowly trying to bleed you dry of your bank account. Another thing, how the narcissist sees you as an opportunity is, again, it's your time. Think about it. Think about, let's take the workplace bully / i.e. the narcissist. Well, the narcissist, let's say that person's your boss, and I don't like to use the term boss, but let's say that that's who the person is. Well, what that person does many times is they contact you Friday at 4:58, 2 minutes before your shift is done, and they tell you, hey, there's a huge project due on Monday morning at 7 o'clock. Jump on it. I know you've got kids and a wife, and I know you've got things to do over the weekend, and your birthday is on Sunday. Doesn't really matter. This job is at the forefront. Crack down, office, here's the office keys, get in there and do it, and thank you very much. They'll do something like that to you. They'll drop a deadline on you that actually may or may not be real, but more importantly, they're dumping a bunch of work on you over a weekend. Now notice the weekend I just shared with you as the example. It's a weekend. You have responsibilities, family responsibilities, and your birthday's there Sunday. But what do they expect? They expect you to drop everything at a moment's notice, toe the company line, and do the task when in fact it's probably not due for 3 months, but the narcissist knows that they just want to blow up your weekend. So whether you do that job or not isn't the point. The point is, it's now been dumped on your plate, and now you have to think about it over the weekend. Think about what I'm sharing with you. It's not only the fact that you do it or you don't do that workload, it's the idea that it's disrupted your energy already. So now your weekend, Friday, it's now 2 minutes later, and it's now Friday at 5 o'clock. Now you read the correspondence and the email from the narcissist, and you're like, oh my gosh, how am I going to do this? What about all the plans? What about the things I had planned? But now it's too late. Your energy for the weekend is disrupted because the plans that you had, including your birthday, in the back of your mind, you'll be thinking about the job that you should do for Monday morning or shouldn't do. It's up to you. That doesn't matter if you do it or not. What matters is the narcissist has stolen your time and stolen your energy, and they seize the opportunity of a pivotal day in your life, which is your birthday, to disrupt it. This is what the narcissist does. Anything the narcissist can weaponize against you, believe me when I tell you, they will do it. What about children? Yes, children. So maybe you share children with the narcissist. Maybe you used to share children with the narcissist. Who knows? The point is, what did the narcissist do there? I'll tell you what they did. They used parental alienation. Whether you were a biological spouse or not, they made sure you did not see the kids. Why did they do that? Or even the grandkids. Think about this. Why did they do that? Number one, because they could. Number two, because it was an opportunity to inflict more damage upon you and your relationships. Number three, it was to isolate you and to make you really pay the price for what you did or didn't do in a relationship. Basically, for you not doing what the narcissist wanted you to do. And the next reason would be because every opportunity that the narcissist can seize that would disrupt your energy or take away from your life, they will try to take advantage of it. Keep this in mind. The narcissist creeps up on you. Whether you were born into the family relationship or not, or it's a romantic interest or a friendship or a coworker or a neighbor or a person in a community or organization, these people, what they do is they approach you many times under the guise of one individual, and what happens is they slowly get close to you and they learn about you, what makes you tick, what you like, what you don't like, what you will want to do, what you won't want to do, and they will find ways to disrupt this. They will find ways to throw you under the bus per se. They will find ways to throw monkey wrenches in your plans. Think about what I'm sharing with you. Everything is an opportunity for the narcissist. And what do they want to do? They want to take you down. They do not want you to thrive. They do not want your beautiful bright light, your abundance, your empathy, your love shining through. They are trying to extinguish this each and every day. I'll give you another example. Post-narcissistic relationship. Let's say that you and the narcissist are no longer under the same roof, whatever capacity that is. And believe me, I know what it's like. But if you were there, what are they doing there? Well, many times they're just going to drop an email to you saying that they need an old smelly sneaker from 5 years ago, or that they need to pick up a newspaper from 20 years ago. And they'll just random things, and you're like, what are you talking about? What they're doing there is they don't want the item. They're trying to communicate with you to get that door open just a crack so they can disrupt more of your energy. They see it as an opportunity. So read between the lines here. Many times the narcissist, unfortunately I will say this, many times they are not the sharpest knives in the tool shed. You may say, well, hey, the narcissist, I know, they're very intelligent. Yeah, it could be, I get it, but not all of them are. And I'll tell you this one, if you really read between the lines, specifically in emails, many of the emails that are written by the narcissist to you, post-narcissistic relationship, are A, not written by them because they're plagiarized, or B, they're using words that you're like, I don't remember this person talking like that. It's because they're not using the words that they would usually use. It's because they are hanging around a new supply or another individual, whatever that person is, and they're using the words that that person would use in the correspondence. And you're saying, wait, this email doesn't sound like the narcissist. It sounds like someone completely different. That is the mask showing through to you in an email. Think about it. They're no longer using the words that they used to use with you. They're using the new words that they picked up along the way that they mimic back from another individual, and they're using them to you. Think about it. You can flip that script again also, because the narcissists, remember, they're lazy and boring. So many times also during email post-narcissistic relationship, and this could be text also, but many times they will use your own words against you. And you're like, wait a minute, I just told you that 2 days ago. Right. Well, that's true. It's because the narcissist is going to use your words and just twist them. That's what they love to do. But read between the lines. Everything is an opportunity for the narcissist. Every single thing. That is why when you get the message, when you have your light bulb moment and you understand that this person's not going to change and that the only way out of this relationship is to cut ties with them, to block them, go no contact, delete them, remove all flying monkeys and people associated with them. When you understand that's the path, if you have the ability to do so, I strongly suggest you do it. If not now, when? If you can't, utilize Grey Rock. Just become boring, share the least amount of information with them, and understand that they will get bored and jaded. Will they leave you alone? I can't say that. But what I can say is that the less communication you have with the narcissist, the better you get. The better you get, the stronger you get. The stronger you get, the smaller the narcissist gets, the smaller they get. Eventually, they shrivel up and fade away, just like I mentioned in yesterday's video. At least that is my hope. Understand this. Everything is an opportunity. So the last thing I will share before the video is closed, before I close the video, is you don't look for opportunities like that. In people, you see people as beautiful, bright lights. People to build you up and you to build them up and to just be an abundant, beautiful individual. That's not the narcissist. The narcissist wants to tear people down. They want to pit people against each other. They want to drive wedges in any relationship they possibly can. I've already given you many illustrations in this video. That is how the narcissist lives their life. They've always done it since the minute you met them and long before you met them. And that's what they're doing right now, just with different individuals who may or may not know who this person is, i.e. a narcissist. But the path is to leave them in the past and to continue to live your best life and move forward. Again, remember this for all of you newbies on the channel, that perhaps your relationship has ended recently or it's about to end. The healing path is not linear. It will take time. It will take a lot of time. But in your time, you will heal with the proper tools and with patience, with resilience, with stoicism, with fortitude, with understanding what you were and or are up against, which is a toxic individual. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon. Stay true, stay blessed. Continue to become awakened and aware, and understand you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. The narcissist saw you and they sized you up very early on as an opportunity. Whether you married them, became their friend, loaned them money, gave them a roof over your head, became their friend, whatever you did for them, went into business with them, they looked at you literally as a person who had a lot to offer, who did not know your own value, who had extra resources or who had resources and who could be manipulated. That is exactly how they saw you. Once you get the wisdom, you can't unsee what you've seen. So you need to understand that that relationship was not your fault, you were taken advantage of, but you need to close the chapter on that individual or individuals, and you need to save your energy for yourself. Guys, no matter where you are on the planet, you are not alone. Remember, you are not alone. I love you all. God bless you, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, bye, you guys.